Land-grant university really brings the resources of education to people across the state. It started out in 1862 as a mechanism for allowing the people of the nation access to higher education.
The land-grant university was originally intended to open college education to the common person rather than having to go back to Harvard and Yale in order to get a college education. And it was set up so that every state, as it came into the Union back in the mid-1800s, could have one of these colleges.
This was just probably a year or so after the outbreak of the Civil War. After the withdrawal of the southern states in the winter of 1860 to 1861, a great deal of opposition was removed from Congress for the passage of this act, which will give to each individual state, 30,000 acres of public land for each representative in Congress.
The University of Nevada started in 1874 in Elko and moved to Reno in 1885.
Nevada was really struggling in terms of what it was. Was it a mining state? Is it just sort of a stock agriculture state at the beginning of the 20th century? And people really didn't know which way the direction was going to go in the future.
Then as the Morrill Act developed into other acts, the Hatch Act and then Smith-Lever in 1914, Cooperative Extension came about.
And Cooperative Extension, 1914, and certainly the Agricultural Experiment Station in 1887, are basically going to be oriented towards the cattle and the sheep industries in the state, how to improve them, how to get more production from our sage and forest lands here.
In 1874, probably more than 80% of the population in this state worked on farms just for food production and subsistence. And certainly not very many people live on farms anymore. So the interest of topics and programming have evolved continually over that 138 years. And that is part of being responsive to address the issues of the day, rather than just looking back and say, well, you started with some program in 1874, you're wedded to that program today.
And really the basis of Cooperative Extension is to look at the needs in a county, to develop programs that meet those educational needs of the citizens.